There's a few things need to get cleared up. There's also some questions. And again, I guess they're beginning to realize that I'm heard metaphysically because I can hear them saying he's cursing us. I'm not cursing you. Now, it's my voice that's cursing you, and ultimately it's Hashem, God, being God, God. But some of the things I articulate every so often can cause a repetitive cursing off of one curse. And I've explained that to you. Every time you move, I'll curse you 10 times 10 or something like that. Right. No, I've known I was God's mouth for quite a while. Thank you, Larry. So here's how to read something. Again, this is how I know they're stalking me, or one way. I know a million ways, right? But I ordered sports locks for a certain hearing aid that I have. I have a couple pairs. That I no longer have possession of those hearing aids. They're somewhere. They disappeared. So that wasn't the first time that those hearing aids showed that. So I know at that point that they were stalking me and they cursed those hearing aids once I ordered that part. It brought that hearing aid to mind. So that's how things like that are a way to know that they're stalking you. I got this stupid, and I never had an inspection 3 months after I freaking move in. That's bizarre. I don't know if they're called end of year inspections or what. They say it's in the lease, but that lease was kind of screwy. I didn't see that part. But I did see where it was weird. You can't stalk your neighbor, or you can't follow your neighbor with your camera. And I'm thinking, is this the bullshit? Did they already talk to these people and put bullshit in this lease? Because I'll fuck everyone involved. I don't give a fuck who they are. 100%. They represent some sort of dangerousness and say you have to put this in the lease. It's legal to alter a person's rental situation, but I don't know. They might have some wacky stuff in there. These are expensive places, Right. And what they'll say is because I'm bothered by it, the psychological analysis worked. He's doing something wrong. He has a guilty conscience. It's all bullshit. Their psychology is from Satan, and will return to Satan when they go to hell, and they will go to hell. There are consequences for what you're all doing, and of course you take over the church. You go, well, we are the church, and the church says we're blessed, honorable people, and we're just trying to make people safe. You just don't understand because you have mental problems. You'll see freaking mental problems in hell. Every last one of you will experience mental problem after mental problem after mental problem. Whoa! That hit in Butler County, Ohio, looks to be like a deep state hit. The boss was part of it, setting him up. Right. That Garcia is a fuck. Fire him as soon as possible. He sold us out. He could have handled it. He could have got him somewhere. He knows it. Deep state bitch. Enough of the fucking games. Enough of the fucking games. Oh, I'm going to act out physically. Oh, here we are. 30 years later, the same fucking shit. Same fucking shit. You're getting fucking reined in, and you're going to say somebody's going to act out after you fucking violate law? Huh? Fuck you and your families. Fuck you and your families. Fuck you and your families. It's on. Whoa. Think you're going to fucking protect narcos? Fuck you. I got insurance on those hearing aids. I'll be able to get another pair, but it's a little bit early to replace them. I look around because they were kind of showing the signs of starting to disappear, and it may not have completely disappeared. Right. It's because at that point it becomes a metaphysical theft versus a physical theft. Right. Now there's a chance that they stole them also. And that's, they'll do that shit like, well, we got access to them, so, it's your fault. It's your fault that we stole things because we had access. We got access. You didn't secure your place well enough. Secure yourself. Go on, gerbil, hamster. Run around the wheel. Secure yourself. Run around the wheel. Right now, run around the wheel. Gerbil, hamster. You'll see gerbil, hamster running around the wheel in hell. And hell is today. Whoa. That's their game. Believe me, they're dying. Their families are dying. Of course I'm going to die. I mean, it's amazing I lived 22 years after I left the government. Fucking pieces of shit taking millions of dollars to spread fucking narcotics across the fucking states and the world. Oh, we're big cops. We're the best of the best. They don't like me fucking their families. They want to fear me and fucking their families. Fuck you and fuck your families. Whoa. Now, if you're innocent, that goes nowhere. If nobody's doing this, it goes nowhere. Because that's a preset condition on my curses. In other words, if my landlord's not part of this at all, they have nothing to worry about. They're part of it, they'll be cursed to hell, and everything will crash. All the work I do to save the economy, if you're all part of it, the economy will crash, and you'll have fucking nothing. I'm not crazy. I'm a fucking on. You're fucking crazy, all of you. Attacking me when I have an inspection. That's the question. If they attack you during the inspection, is somebody setting up that inspection to harass you, to make it a trigger for psychological torture? I'm not here to play games. I've already detected bullshit. Doesn't necessarily mean the corporation's involved. But people take fucking money because they love to be seen. I already know you vandalized my shit. That is nothing new. Don't let them put it in your mind. Oh, well, okay, we went overboard once. We're actually good people. We just don't understand how to effectuate the mission. I'm sorry. Only one way to deal with scum like them. Oh, but we went to prep school in Harvard, yeah. And that's the shit they are. They're out there fucking you in your divorces so they don't work. Because somebody's paying them to do it. You never pay them $10,000 to fuck your divorce, they'll do it. Your coworkers will do it. That's why the planet's gonna fucking die. What do you think they built in that thing at Neom or whatever it is in Saudi Arabia? They know it's coming. They know they have to live inside. Billionaires are building their little hideaways while they steal money from your taxes and all that other stuff. Oh, we got a contract. Here you go, boss in Maryland. Here's some money. Here you go, boss in Pennsylvania. Here's some money. Fucking trash. No, they launched it all at once to try to kill me. So what do I do? Oh, I should just say, oh, I'm sorry, forgive all these people. That's Jesus. That didn't work. Right. It didn't work. They took over the church. But it wasn't a church, of course. What am I doing? I'm raiding you to hell. Every last one of you is being rained to hell. It might include the economy kind of crashing. If the administration is not interested enough in rescuing my life, I'll help them. But if they're going to continue to attack and you don't stop them, then you'll be fucked, all of you, along with them. Just the way these things work. Told you I'm not Democrat, I'm not Republican. It's a bunch of fucking nonsense and bullshit. Right. I came out of Babylon, quote unquote. So what they do is they show up while I'm out there. I go, oh, we're not pussy bitches. We're standing right here. Do something. They don't say it, but that's the mind that they try to project. You're still pussy bitches. You're still pussy bitches. You're still pussy bitches. Yeah, sealed. No. The scriptures are clear that you will be destroyed by the mouth and the lips. The scriptures are clear. You will not shift it, fake church, fake synagogue. No, but you have to say, oh, yes, blessed be you, neighbor. Blessed be you, neighbor. You're going to rule the fucking day that you tried to rule me in that church. God will destroy every last one of you in hell. I don't really care about fake religion. I really don't. Because all religion on this planet has turned into fake. But just don't be a fucking devil criminal. Oh, these are fine, upstanding people. They got a lot of money. Right? How do they get their money? Do I need to answer it? Or you want to lie, all of you, and say it was some honest way? Hell yes, crooks. Corporate crooks. And say, well, we had to hire PIs to protect ourselves. You set that fucking thing up. You should be in prison. The cops in Kansas need to go to hell. They should have been convicted for stalking. So they fucking stalk somebody who's coming in good faith to a church. And then when he says, fuck you, they go, oh, we got to hire PIs to stalk this guy the rest of his life. Fuck you and fuck your PIs. Wow. Oh, how long am I going to carry on? Until you stop. How about that? So if you're going to continue the rest of my life, then this continues the rest of my life. That's how it works, dumb fucks. And it's loaded. I'm making you dumb fucks. A loaded statement. Don't let them say I said it. I had a firearm or anything that's going to go after them or something. Right. Thank you, Larry. I'll take your fucking awareness down to fucking zero. And everybody will shit on you all day. Think it's funny? I agree. Fucking garbage. Wasn't enough to kill Jonathan Luna. Wasn't enough to kill Jonathan Nichols. Wasn't enough to kill Ray Gricker. Wasn't enough, was it? Huh, Hughes buddies? Huh, Henry buddies? Huh, Quick buddies? You know what I heard about Quick? It's fake. She shot somebody she wasn't supposed to shoot. She's not a hero. Another Marshal Service fucking lie. Fucking dumb. No wonder she was a dumb whore. Fake. So once she shoots this guy, the Marshal Service just goes with it. Right. And she becomes the next deep state hero of infamy. Fucking whore. Fucking ordering people to fucking contact my family. They executed that man in Ohio. He's not as strong as me. He committed the crimes. But your fucking agents executed him. Fuck them now or be fucked. Garcia gets fired for not handling the issue. Setting up an employee so his life fails. So you can put him in prison. It's a sickness. Hughes and Henry had it. What's happening? Meanwhile, they got PIs that are connected to former employees going into that woman's life, fucking her head, making her fucking hate her husband. Right? Drive him nuts along with them. You already admitted that it happened to other officers. You said he deserved it. At least you said that in my life. I don't know if you said it in his life. Right. And then you want to come along and say you didn't do it a month later, 6 months later, a year later. It's in wiretaps. My brother said it existed. My mother said it existed. My ex-wife said it existed. No percent. And no, it was independent. It was in my conversation, but also independent conversations. Correct. The Epstein wiretap's bullshit. Look at the wiretaps on the. We probably destroyed it by now, but the shit that was on the wiretaps around me, Jesus, would have sent fucking thousands of them to prison. No, they thought they'd execute me because I have to do an inspection right now. So they thought they'd start the execution in earnest again. Most likely been breaking in here. Believe me, hell exists. It's a real place, and your church doesn't rule hell. Right? They are going to hell. Oh, but we do charity. That's the scam. Metaphysically, they're devils. And they're failing your lives. And they're even out about it with PIs. If they don't like you, they'll pay into and play into your execution. And they go, aren't we so peaceful? We're peaceful people. Yeah, give us your best Joel Osteen voice. That's corporate greed. LDS is corporate greed. Gluttony. You want to play your game with your status? I'll show you my metaphysical status. And then you'll see game. I fucking moved here to heal the people here. To have a good life. You want to be a fuck? Then you'll see fuck. I'm waiting for Garcia to be fired. I really am. Soon as possible. He failed as a supervisor to begin with. Right. Sounds like he set him up to me. Just write it, tell him bye. You got two weeks to pack your bags. It's very simple. You tell your employee, you got to move away, bud. Right. All right. Like I said, the only person who helped me was my ex-wife's attorney. He's probably blessed in life. I mean, he's representing her, but he said, look, you know, I said, you're right. Right. Now, he didn't accuse me of nothing. He just said, he didn't hold something over my head, like extort me. He said, look, probably the best thing. And I said, yeah. I said, you're right. 100%. But then, like, everybody's like, oh, don't worry, you can live in the courthouse. Because, you know, what's his name? What's that guy's name who used to live in the courthouse? We'll give you a name so you can interview the people. Rudy. Rudy Friedrich. Living in the courthouse. Every day I come into work. I leave early, about 5:30. Get into work by 6:30, you know. Working out. Ooh. Boss comes in at 7. Hey, can you get dressed and go do something for me? Sure. Nobody else will do it, but I'll do it. Because they know not to be there in the morning. Because that's what happens. He lived in that courthouse. Probably almost a year. I do it for a week. Oh, you know, bud, if you're living here, you got to get out of here. And he's not the only one. Every cop, don't worry about it. You can live in we used to have people live in the cells here up in Baltimore County. The officer would go in the cell, you know, sleep in the cell, go out, take a shower in the gym. Right. It's called discrimination. It's called I left. You need to stay away from me. Please. How much money did you make total marshal service? About a 200 million on my case alone. How much did they pay us? How many contracts you got with the government with crony people like Comey and Mueller? Having sex with women, I just simply befriend. But until they have sex with them, they're not happy. Right. Well, I'm developing a history. Well, I'll tell you, Pennsylvania, piss me off, and I'll deny you the presidency for the rest of your existence. Nobody from Pennsylvania, if you piss me off, I'll say it. Nobody from... Ask Christie what happened. Ask Christie what happened. Right. He's part of what happened in my life. Ask Christie what happened to his life. Oh, yeah, he's living a better life than mine, but nothing compared to what he could have had. Right. No, this is not my mental condition. I am fucking you for being the piece of shit that you all are. Oh, is there a better way? What? Say it in French? What is it? Fungu? What is it in French? That's Italian, right? Parlez-vous, fuck you? Is that what you prefer, all of you? You're wackos, all of you. You're murdering people. Who are we murdering? Your victim. Just like everyone else. That's how special they think they are. They only murder people that deserve it. Let this person disrespecting my place fuck with me. I won't say nothing to him or her, but I'll fuck the shit out of her and him and his family, or her and her family. I'll tell you that. Because once you do something physical, it's easier to fuck you. So I don't want to hear no little bullshit that the deep state told you to stay while you're walking through my place. I'll tell you that right now. Yes, Butler County, you're deep state. Nice little fake. Yeah. That's why the president was shot here.
We agree.
And most likely, Crooks had the same thing done to him. And they go, oh, that's an admission that he's thinking of doing something. No, it's not. Oh, psychology says it does. No, it doesn't. Thank you, Larry. Somebody has to be me, because the rest of you ain't worth a shit. Right? They always try to flip the script, how they're the wonderfuls, saving us all from what? From fentanyl? Look at it out there. You ain't after I left the government, the drug problem increased 50-fold. Right. And that's the key. They know who to take out, the narcos. And they know who to bribe. Right.
We agree.
Spam. Hello?
Hello, it's Emily with the police officers community hack. Switching to recorded audio, okay?
This what?
Hi, thanks for holding for me. This is Charles calling for the police officers committee. We're having our Back to Police awareness campaign. Sadly, our police officers are being assaulted and attacked while doing their job. As a pro-police organization, our goal is to elect lawmakers who will fight for legislation for our brave officers and push back against the anti-police agenda.
It's a pro-police recording.
So, can we count on you to return a small contribution for the drive?
Well, I don't know who you are, so I can't contribute. Right. I don't want to send money to the deep state, you know. Right. Thanks, Larry. Now they're doing a drive from. They said they admit they're political. Right. I don't back down, man. If they told you I backed down somewhere in life, it's a lie. When my life picked up, then I would focus on something else. Right. That's all it is. Right. So if you paid him $1 million, all that happened is somebody came along as a friend, or I went to a different hobby in life or something like that. Right. Where life started turning around.
100%. Thank you, Larry.
Thanks, Larry. So they'll tell you, like they're saying, well, we got to do this to him so he removes the curses. I'm not removing curses. I already told you that before. They know that. So if they told that to you, they lied to you. And they'll go, oh, well, we missed that. We're sorry. We missed that. Okay. So he's not going to remove the curses if we do this. You did in my life, all of you, will land you in hell after hell after hell. That's the point. They go, well, if we're already going to hell, what does it matter? Read the scriptures. I know the church ain't going to teach you because they go into hell too with you. All right. Healed. When I said with you, I pointed to the Torah. So that means that the Jews are with me. Right. They see it.
100%.
I mean, that's what anti-Semitism is. It's a deep state scam. Right. We'll people up until you do what they want. No, the Jews messed up by killing those kids. You don't do that. And you know how I feel about that. Right. And the settlers, you're going to have to handle them.
Right. We agree.
Fly into a rage. That's what you want to write in the report. Go ahead. I'm fucking you. I'm reining you in. I'm ruling you. I'm cursing you for what you did to my life and are doing to my life. What they say is, well, maybe somebody's doing something, but he shouldn't be, shouldn't be acting this way. Bullshit. If more people acted like me, you wouldn't exist. And the fentanyl wouldn't exist. Right? 100%. I'm not going to be able to build the furniture, which crimps my style. Oh, they were told to stay away from me 100 million times. They're pieces of shit. And so is the system that tells them to stay away from me. It's a scam. Right? They got a million things to tell you about why this, why that. Oh, we're sorry, we this, we that. It's all bullshit from the first day to the last. Right? Once he fly into a rage, watch the boss when he tells him to fucking kill me. But you don't want to see that, do you? Because they paying you $1 million a year, right? Garcia needs to go. He didn't protect the officer. Didn't protect the agency. He didn't protect the agency. He didn't protect the department. He didn't protect the officer. I believe he set the officer up, but let's say he did. Right.
I agree.
Now it'd have been simple. Obviously, he needed to separate from his wife, and that would have been it.
Right.
I'm sure it would. Well, again, the deep state assassination's on. So again, at a certain point, he might have to get out of government. But he should have retired. Disability. Right. So again, that's another one. So the one, no, I have to do this or they don't get ruled. Once I do this, the ruling will start, and then they'll won't have as much anti-power. They saved up their anti-power and then launched an attack. Memo, the first, or the counseling memo. Right. Then you have to remind them that somebody such as that man needed to be retired. Right. They don't retire them because it's a deep state hit. Deep state hates the retirements. That's why the Marshal Service tried to cancel my retirement. Right. Because they want you to be homeless. Believe me, this is what's in their fantasy minds. You're in prison and you're homeless. Ah, ah. That's how they are. You let these people take over the world.
100%.
Because they pay you $1 million to be a piece of shit. That's why you let them take over the world.
Right.
So you actually have to, again, so after action review, I guess, lessons learned. He needed to be counseled early on and separating from his wife as far as the domicile. Also, at that point, he might become needy of some sorts. I mean, he's a supervisor. He's probably making real good money. I don't know what I guess he was living in an apartment. It couldn't have been that expensive. Right? I don't know if he had bad credit or anything like that. Right? But again, we have the employee assistance program, but don't just say go to the employee assistance program because you don't know who's there. So as a representative of the agency, you need to make sure you're fixing things. Right? There's nothing wrong with supervisor saying, hey, when it comes to these type of things, we need to work it out and make sure that you're not around your wife until this thing, you can't blame him. You can't blame his wife. You're just saying the both of you. So you bring it on neutral, and you both can't be around one another. There's something going on, right? And it's probably both of them. He's just off my wife, right? No, most of what happened was she would attack me, and now I know that God saved me. with a knife. She would attack me with a knife, but I'd be like kung fu expert. It was bizarre. I mean, when you're asleep, you don't see it. Right. Right. Oh my God. So, I mean, at a certain point, I had to grab the knife, twist it, and then, maybe she may have tumbled at that point. But again, there were no marks on her, probably, right? Not probably, actually. They're in here trying to fumble me. Right. Again, statement analysis from them is bullshit. They will shit into people's verbiage that they can use. Right. You have to be honest for law enforcement techniques to actually work the way they're supposed to. Right. Thank you, Larry. I was willing to let it ride out. Again, of course, Jim Spicer and I had 6 months prior or so had a conversation that everything's a go. Right. And Senator got an easy case. I mean, obviously, they had no leg to stand on. No, it was my wife. Believe me, 100%. Of course, they won't tell you, but she had run-ins with the popo after that. Right. Right. And we'll leave it at that. Thank you. So Garcia needs to go. That's it. He failed the agency, the department. Deep state will probably make him rich, but I got time to answer that. They know I'm expecting a message from the people I rent from, so they're going to call a bunch of times. Right. Well, I asked them. I said, when are they coming? You give me 2 days. Can you narrow it down? And they sent me a message and said, until you hear from us, we can't. Again, they're most likely actively seeking information. Here to play games with people. These are not investigative techniques. They're assassinations. Spycraft, psychological assassinations. They could be an investigative technique if used by an honest person in moderation. The way they're used, they're specifically designed to assassinate. Garcia needed to help that man. You can tell by the tone and all that, right? I wanted to set him up. Right. So he's probably deep state. Well, because he should have been gone long ago, right? Which would have probably, again, it would have been protecting the agency and the department. But again, I think the idea is he was supposed to be retired, so you need to do a better job of retiring people, right? If he retired him, hopefully he would have sought help or whatever. But no, my problem was the deep state. If they and they know that, like right now, if they hadn't done this, my life would have been cruising, right? The way it should be. I earned a great life, man. Elon didn't earn a great life. I'll tell you that right now. Somebody gave it to him. Metaphysically, he didn't earn that life. Right. And he's not the only one. He's just the one that I can talk about that you would understand what I'm saying. But if you all would have stayed away, I wouldn't be talking about anything, would I? Except some sort of religious thing. Oh, you're trying to show everybody how I'm a devil and crazy? No, you didn't. I am an angel of vengeance. What do you think? Your preacher's an angel of vengeance? You think that the guy that takes money and had sex with children all those years and now works for the deep state because he's afraid of going to prison? He's the one that's the angel of vengeance, right? Wait, where was I putting this? No, back here. Got my paints. Put my paints away. You're not with God because you say curse words. Jesus said curses. Most likely curse words also. Oh, he knew no sin because he didn't want to. You made him do it. Oh, Jesus cursed people. Their curses are clear. Oh, I love my neighbor. I just don't love my devil. Right. I tried to love the devil. The devil didn't want to love me back. He didn't have to love me. He just had to let me be. Right. Here they go again. So you notice that my microphone wasn't falling off for longest, right? I was still moving around here and everything, right? The curses are picking up. Right? Could I stop yelling and screaming? But hey, if that's what I need to do to generate the energy to curse them, then so be it. Right. That Garcia needs to go. I don't know what he was doing. Wasn't being a supervisor, that's for sure. Right. Well, that's a scam. To let it go till it gets to the point where they could put the person in prison. Plus, they had access to him. I don't know what was going on at work, but they had access to him. Right. I'm sure there's a Karen Shelton there. Right. There's a Rick Henry there. They were assigned to take him out, and then they'll get a job at social media or wherever they want. Some PI, their own PI firm. Right. way the crud operate. Also, my hackers will clean it up. That was the goal of the whole thing. To disrupt my cleaning up the apartment. It worked for about a day. Then I went to heaven last night. When I went to sleep. We powered up. I imagine Lord has listed a bunch of plagues that will happen in the future. I don't have present mind of those, but I'm sure they'll happen. Already got 2 helicopters now. Yeah, bring it on yourselves. I'm sure they're deep state. They got their helicopter through deep state methods. Don't know if there's a way to get one these days without it. Right. I guess there's other things going on too. Other planes, helicopters. See? Well, they're heroes to you, but if they got their money through deep state or they act out through deep state, then to God, they're a devil. Right. No, there's no doubt they had sex with women that I simply was attempting to befriend. They came in, read them the riot act. You hang out with him. We'll take your kids when they really can't. But yes, in corrupt community, they probably could. Right. Right. Now, some use drugs. They're interested in taking their kids until that point, and then had sex with them. Right. When I would go out to a bar or something like that to see if maybe I could start a conversation with a woman, be my friend or whatever, right, and see if it led to something else. They were watching. Now, of course, I didn't see every one, but I would notice a woman looking at me. Right. Now, they weren't agents; they were real women. And then there would be a younger agent that would step up. Of course, he's got a government credit card, and he charged all the stuff, whatever it is he did to, win her over, quote unquote, for the night. And then, of course, they went off to have sex in some of those cases. They had to, it's the cover. It's like the agents that had sex in the massage parlor. Right? I mean, your stories just get fruitier every day. No, I wasn't like this before. But, I mean, last few years, time ran out. Got to destroy all of it. Oh, that means that I could be violent next? No, it doesn't. 30 years of nonviolence means I'm not violent. Right. 30 years of you being violent means you're violent, deep state. The psychological methods are designed to make the person, to force the person into violence. That just shows you how nonviolent I am. Right. They paid $1 million operators, man. People that don't come cheap. I was told that the people they used, the condition of operating you is everything is on the table, including surreptitious drugging. So again, they said this idea that nobody would do that is such bullshit. They wouldn't take a job with any restrictions. You want something done, they get to do it their way. 100%. This is what they're doing. They hire people to do that. To attack the coworker. And they say, my coworker's a piece of shit, see? Meanwhile, they've been on him for 5-10 years. 100%. Garcia is a piece of shit. I mean, you can at least, if you don't care what he did to the guy, the agent, at least realize he didn't protect the agency and the department. 100%. He'll walk off and make probably 3 times of what he's making now. Then he'll make another 10 statements of how fucked up everybody and everything is. Right? Pieces of shit. Don't pay in hell. There's nobody stopping narcotics but people. And when they kill people that stop narcotics, then it gets through. They don't care as long as they get a new swimming pool, right? New car, new house. I should go probably look at the narcotics issues out here. Probably see that they're not policing it right. Spend their time going after people for the mob. Right. See, I don't immediately involve myself in your business. But we're going to involve ourselves in your business. Right. Oh my God. Drug my mother also. Right. There's another piece of shit from. I gotta keep doing this return to sender crap. I mean, nobody's lived here in how many years, and all of a sudden there's this flurry of mail. How's that work? Right. Actually, 4 years. Right. At least I think 4 years. There hasn't been a structure here in 4 years. Right. Could have been long. Well, it needs to be said. If somebody put anybody that's going to inspect my place up to something, don't be up to it. Just come through like a normal person and inspect normally. If they didn't, then just inspect normal. Same as before. Well, once the deep state hits, right, now it's not pressure from the inspection, it's pressure and cursing, theft, vandalism, and break-in from the deep state, shadow government criminal enterprise, which is made up of narcotics distributors and sex traffickers. Let's get that straight. Oh, you forgot they vandalized? Oh, convenient, right? If they don't show up on a camera, you can't call the cops. Right. Oh, fuck. Yeah, it's an obvious deep state hit of some sorts. I don't know how far Garcia is in to the deep state, but that's a deep state hit. What happened in Butler County, Ohio. Right. What they'll say is they're taking care of the officer and not putting the officer out. No, that's not taking care of the officer. And no, that's not taking care of the agency or the department or anything like that. It's an outside hit. And one of them dead. It's like Luna. He's Luna. Right. He's me. He's Jonathan Nichols. He's Gricker. Right. Thank you, Larry. Shit. Right, the Butler County Sheriff himself is doing a big ice mission there. So, right. So there is that focus there. I suspected Ohio before. I was wrong when it was that family. But then again, where did the narcotics come from? Remember the family murdered the other family members or the estranged spouse's family members? Right. We agree. Oh, I see. Yeah, possibly. One of the things is from T-Mobile. You know, I don't know if this woman actually lived here. Right. There's two names. Right. Well, because they played a game with T-Mobile around me. Right. Ended up making a debt, kept harassing me. There was no way this should have been the debt. I never used the phone. Right. I canceled it the day I got it. It wasn't even supposed to be sent. They said they can't stop it. They lied. Right. But it was a setup. They used people in the Philippines. And it was a setup. Right. Long story on how that works, but again, I was working on enforcing. I don't know what you would call it, what word laws they were. I guess just child protection, internet child protection laws. And I contacted a dating service and said, "Look, you can't be putting these kids up here, right? Or letting them be put up here." Right. And he said, "Well, in the Philippines, it's 12 years old is the age of consent." I'm like, I understand what you're saying, but you know, they shouldn't be here. So ever since that happened, they started hitting me, because he did get ruled somehow, and he stopped it. First, he wouldn't stop, and then I don't know if the government. I think I may have wrote the government at that point. I can't remember. I know the government went after him, and then he stopped. Yeah, the deep state's full of shit. Deep state works for the sex trafficker and tells you he's going after the sex criminal or the trafficker himself, when it's just an innocent person trying to, like I was, trying to rein in and rule that kind of shit. Oh no, I didn't get myself in trouble. You set them up to it. Getting yourself in trouble doesn't means that you, as the government, doesn't pay somebody thousands and thousands of dollars to set me up, maybe even millions, right? You have to learn how the government people speak. It's all double speak, right? And I mean it dishonestness, right? Come on. Stop. There's nothing to stop. There's nothing to stop. Again, if you're in the Republican Party, it's a hit against the Republican help, so, right. But you got to find out who they are and take them out whatever way you need to. Remember, it also we all read social media, we all read news online. You have a feed of that stuff. They changed what information was coming in through the feed. Right. Look at Larry. Take this out. Yeah. So that agent, whatever his name is, Sweeney, Swenson, I don't remember what it was. So essentially what they're using is like a military intelligence operation. It's a spycraft operation. But if I say military intelligence, it may jog your memory of what they're actually doing. Right. They're looking at his condition and assessing his condition and designing psychological program to destroy his condition and make it worse. And it doesn't mean that he was crazy. In fact, if he got away from all of it, his wife, the work, everything could have happened for him and everything would have went back to normal. And that's why they visit people in their life. That's why they break in. That's why they drug them. Right? They'll go to hell for it, believe me. There's no out for these people. But we're part of the Outcast Church. You see how that scam works, right? We're part of the Yogi Bhajan Sex Cult. And they're giving money to do charity. It's a scam. Right. Well, and they're giving money to block other people from charity. You see. Right. They're like the charity mafia. Well, I'm going to take a